What the hell was that? What's going on? I'm Whit. Today, an interesting watch from Cadisen. This is a kind of weird homage to the Bradner, a diver from another brand. So let's see what's inside. Oh, look at the colors. Wow. That's looking pretty sharp, huh? Let me get the rest of the packaging off so we can check it out more. Okay, through the magic of editing, now we can see this bad boy. And that is a sharp-looking watch. I love this beads of rice bracelet. It's not too often that we see from the Ali or homage brands, decent-looking beads of rice. So nice to see it on this one. So this is an homage of the Bradner from a different brand that kind of has a spin to it. And it's funny because when I agreed to accept this watch, I didn't really recognize it as being an homage of that watch. And it's weird because I really wanted the original. So just kind of weird that I kind of forgot, I guess, that I was fond of that watch. So anyway, good to see this one, but it's a little different. We'll get into it a little more, but obviously the original watch is more of a compressor style, not so much from the case back, but in that it's got an internal rotating bezel. But this is just a fixed bezel, but still retains that look. So that's kind of one of the weird standout things immediately that I noticed with this. But let's get this handset out of the way a little bit so we can see the dial more, and I'll run through the specs and give you the measurements, etc. This is a 316L stainless steel case and bracelet. You've got horizontal brushing here on the mid case, and then vertical brushing on the top of the lugs. And then I see radial brushing on the side and tops of that fixed bezel. This crystal is mineral glass. It's got a nice application of anti-reflective coating. You can see a little bit of that blue hue there. Love the crystal distortions around the outside edge there. Looks really sharp. Screw down crown, as I mentioned, and it's signed with an embossed Cadisen logo. Let's follow this beads of rice bracelet down to the clasp, which has got nice small clasp. That's kind of tiny, huh? That's like one of those where they decided instead of putting a butterfly, they just put a really small clasp on there. But it's got their signature on it, and then brushwork, double push button release to reveal that milled scissor. 3 micro adjusts on that small clasp as well. And we'll reveal this solid case back. Did you spot it? Oh, a hidden sticker peel. So that's a solid case back with a circular brushing on the inside and then a little polished section around the outside that shows you a bit of the specs. You see all stainless steel, the Cadisen signature, and then we've got water resistant 10 ATM, 100 meters. And at the bottom is your model number, C8244. So inside is the Miyota 8215 automatic movement. It's got 21 joules, beats at 21,600 vibrations per hour, or 3 hertz. Has about a 42-hour power reserve. Features automatic and hand winding, and this does have hacking. Remember, the newer versions of 8215 do have a hacking movement. And of course, you've got that quick set date as well, and there's a stated accuracy of -20 to +40 seconds per day. And then here's just a quick pass of it through on my time grapher. Just one single pass, one position dial up, fully wound, obviously straight out of the box though, and doing quite well. Look at that, +9 seconds per day, amplitude of 306 degrees, nice swing to it, and 0 for the beat air, so pretty decent. Still to come, I'll get you the Lume shot. Supposed to be bicolor luminescence on here, and I'll try it on as well, so stick around for that. But let's look at this dial real quick. Again, this is a fixed bezel on the outside, so I guess this would be more of a sport watch than the watch it's paying homage to, which would be in the more of the diver category. But this outer section here with the 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, that doesn't strike me as, oh, what's up with that bezel not moving, if you didn't know the original watch. So I think it's just that we know that watch, so it's kind of hard to see this as not rotating. But like I said, otherwise it's just a nice design element. You can see all of the work that's gone into it. I mean, this handset and the applied indices on the inside of that more golden colored ring, or yellow if you like, just have a nice sparkle to them. And then we see that fume dial in the center. You see how it's lighter towards the pinion and darker towards the edge where those markers are. And I'm catching some nice brushwork on that chapter ring as well. Seeing it a little bit on camera, more in person though. I'll roll in some tighter shots if I have them for you. Then of course we get to that blue ring towards the outside that we were just talking about. Again with its texture with those little 3 dots on either side of the numerals and or markers. Just looking pretty sharp. I will say that that fume dial looks a little better on camera than it does in person. It kind of goes drastically from this darker color to the lighter color in the center to where visually there's like a round section here that kind of stands out. So it's not super smooth, but it's not the worst that I've seen. And then to contrast that, the texture here on that center section as well looks better in person rather than on camera. Here it's got a little bit of a plastic look if I turn it like this, as you see, but in person it just looks really smooth and sharp and very fine detail. Let's measure up. I forgot to mention that this watch is actually a little smaller than its original, it being 42, this being 40 millimeters in diameter, 47 millimeter lug-to-lug length, 20 millimeter lug width for your straps, and this bracelet tapers down to 18 at the clasp, 13 millimeters in total thickness, including that domed crystal. And the crown is 6.5 millimeters in diameter. And the 8244 weighs 144 grams with all links on the supplied bracelet. Let me show it to you on my wrist now, but first today I'm wearing the Watch Dives WD0006 version 2. Beautiful red dial in a sunray pattern, and of course you see those markers and handset glimmering back at you as well. VH31 sweeping quartz movement in this too. Check out this full video if you want to see more on this one. Wow, that's a good looking watch. I mean, of course, thanks to another brand, but that's a good looking homage to it, right? And now I'm thinking maybe I get it. Maybe that's because, you know, first thought was like, why would you homage that brand or, you know, that particular watch? Because it's not super expensive to begin with. But maybe that's some of it is the fact that they're doing a smaller size. Maybe a lot of people like that watch, but not the 42 millimeters. So having it here in a smaller version, maybe that works for some people. I don't know. I've got an 8-inch wrist, and you can see I've got plenty of room for sizing this bracelet. Push pins to size, by the way, I did not mention when we were talking about the bracelet, but I can see this being kind of a little Gata watch, you know. It's got that sport diver look to it, and of course the beads of rice dresses it up a little bit if you needed to. You can wear it with shorts and a t-shirt and still look great too, so good looking watch. And there's your lume shot. Oh, there's that bicolor luminescence showing up everywhere. Looks pretty nice. So they don't list that this is C3 and BGW9, so I'm not sure of the brand of luminescence, but you can see you've got that bicolor luminescence being green and the greenish blue. As in Cadisen fashion, looks like it's kind of fading a little bit already, but I'm liking the green portions. Those seem to be kind of sticking with us a little longer. Of course, that's too bad that the handset is that greenish blue color, so it looks like it's probably going to ditch out a little quicker than those markers. And here it is next to a Seiko, so Lumi Bright on the left, and I guess it's similar, the green portions, but you can see the Cadisen on the right. The blue portions of the luminescence seem to be fading much quicker. So the Cadisen C8244, 100-meter sport watch, runs about $109, and that includes any import charges. But check the link in my description for a $15 discount code. Now, of course, the watch this is paying homage to is a budget watch itself, so it's kind of a weird homage, this piece here from Cadisen. But again, maybe some of it is to do with that size, this being a 40 millimeter instead of 42. But what do you think about this being a fixed bezel instead of having the inner rotating bezel as on the original? Leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. And if you got time, one of these videos is probably just right for you. I'll see you over there. I'm Whit with so many watches, so little time and money.